Hello once again, guys. Welcome to another Train Simulator 2020 video. Today it's a bit special because I've been waiting for the route we're going to look at. I'm not going to call it a review. I'm just going to say like a first look or an overview because I don't think I'd have the wherewithal to give it a good review anyhow. So if I do miss anything or you have any questions, please ask away in the comment section or message me. Either way. This is Clinchfield on Train Simulator 2020, or as it's labeled, Clinchfield Railroad, Elkhorn City to St. Paul route. All right, so the key features in which it says the famed Clinchfield Railroad, as existed in the 1980s, main line extending from Elkhorn City, Kentucky to St. Paul, Virginia, which is a total of 41 miles. That's not too bad. Elkhorn City and Dante Yards and Terminals, Hasty Branch, spectacular Appalachian mountain scenery, coal mines and loading tipples. All right, so it includes the Clinchfield First Gen EMD F7 and GP7. So there's two. Clinchfield Second Gen EMD SD40 and GP38. There's two more. And a selection of freight cars, including 70 and 100-ton hoppers and caboose, looks like. So there's 7 career and 2 railfan scenarios. All right, so this just released today. Like I said, I was excited to get my hands on it. It's kind of in my region. There's not a lot of that in train sims, so we're just gonna take a quick look at it, see what we can figure out, see what we can see, etc., etc. So anyway, this is not the first scenario of the series. This is like number 5 or 6. I don't know. Anyway, we're not really here to look at the scenario. I just wanted to get in the F7 mainly. Anyway, it says, hello, engineer. You're in charge of taking these empty cars to Hasty Branch for loading. You may proceed once the southbound coal train has passed. All right. So like I said, we're just here to look. We're not going to try and keep time or tit for tat, etc. We're just looking at the route. So this is the old F7. As you can see in here, it's pretty much the same as the other F7s. It sure sounds identical. We'll get everything set up here. We are waiting on a train. So those instrument lights. Oh yeah. Cab light. Where did it go? Alright, we got our headlight on. Cab light works. Am I not doing something correctly here? What's going on with the instrument lights? Okay. It's interesting. Well, that's not good. All right. Carry on. All right. Well, so far it looks pretty, man. The setting, I can dig it. The mountains, the trees, the sky, twisting track. I love that kind of stuff. Sand. Does the window roll down? Maybe not. Let's take a look at the exterior. Alright, well, it would appear that they took the horn off of the either Pincy GG1 or the SW1200, that switcher that came out a couple of months ago, because that's kind of what it sounds like. It's got that tugboat effect. So that's weird. The bell's a bell. Exterior, it's hard to tell. I mean, these things are dark. It is kind of dark out. I think it's supposed to be spring, 7:36 in the AM. But it does look old. You know, it looks old and rusted and corroded. It's not too bad, but it could be better. I don't know. We'll see. We'll carry on here. So ABBA. Hear the other train. Nice little bits of spare rail. The grasses and bushes, rocks, all that look okay, I guess. Got a couple of SDs. Oh, wait, check that. That's a GP38 in the front, 2 SDs in the rear. Huh. I was gonna do a scenario for this video in one of those SDs, but it sounded so funky, and it was literally like from 2010. It just, not looking forward to the SD40 stuff. Hopefully we'll get some repaints on Railworks America or wherever else of some other SD40 goodness. I know it's already got to be worked on. People were excited to get some stuff done for this route, but these Colgons don't look too bad. Weathered, stressed. Interior looks all right. Just kind of pan out like a satellite view here. So this railroad just twists all through the mountains, and it will make for some pretty vistas. I kind of didn't have my hopes up, honestly, with this being wholly dovetail made. But the route looks good. Like the stock itself, that's always kind of been not really possible to be fantastic. But we'll see. I'd love to be proven wrong. Alright, so we got a bridge here with a railroad tie holding it up. Not a railroad tie, sorry, piece of rail. Okay. It's interesting. Little town here, the houses, it does look like, you know, small town America in the 80s, I guess, in the South. The road kind of just dead ends there, alright. Alright, so let's look at our signaling. We'll go back to our engine, stop foofing around, get busy. Okay. Be the coupler stretching out, bouncing back. Why? Why? Why do they reuse stuff? Please stop reusing shit. For the love of God. In fact, let's take a look at the map real quick, see where we're at. This kind of has like a Feather River Canyon feel to it right off the bat, just looking at it. Alright. So we're in Dante Yard. Dante Yard. And it's pretty damn big. There's a lot of stuff sitting there. Wow, oh, look down here. What's going on down here? Alright, so that's St. Paul. That goes to Norfolk and Western Carbo. I would assume is a tunnel. Wow. It's a good looking map. I'm liking the looks of it. But as far as speed, don't expect anything too high. That's a given. Not like the speed I'm doing right now, which we shouldn't be doing. Alright, so we got ground signals so far. They look fine. They look legit. They look right. They're not floating. They're not in the middle of the track. Now, I didn't notice any warning boards or whistle boards. I would imagine those would be a thing, even back in the 80s. Maybe I just didn't see it. Maybe it's farther back. Same crappy car sounds. Hopefully, maybe Frankenstein, that Krell nut freight car sound apply to these, because they're like non-existent. Old train station here. Alright, so maybe there aren't whistle boards. I don't know. This is kind of weird. Alright. Well, there is crossing bells here. No arms. Honestly, I have no clue whether or not there would be arms here or not. IRL. But still no warning boards. And we're rolling back. Yeah, I'm not seeing any warning boards here. The placement of random things like these barriers is nice. A traffic cone there, some cut timber. But just right out of the gate, like this doesn't look like, in my eyes, you know, a brand new route should look in 2020. This bright ass neon, like whatever that is, no. Just no. Make something else, you know, to put in the library, the asset folder. I mean, the mountains themselves and the trees look pretty damn good. I'm impressed with those. It looks nice. But the weeds on the side of the line just kind of kill it. Alright, got a baseball park going on over here. Small town. Pretty legit. This is not, though. That does not look right at all. Yeah. Just no. It's another no. Alright, so we got a facility right here. Alright, we'll ride along in the train for a minute. Another crossing, no warning board. That is very, very interesting. Alright, so what is our task? So this scenario just requires us to drive to Delano for 20 miles. I mean, the stock already off the bat is kind of crappy. That, like I said, I wasn't really looking forward to that or expecting it to be anything great, but I tell you, driving through this little ravine right here, this is nice. It's pretty. It's It's definitely got some Feather River-esque qualities to it, but it seems more close-in, more narrow. Pretty decent speed up ahead, 30. We'll see if there's a speed board of any sort. Mountain road winding up there, that's nice. I wonder why in the hell these instrument lights are not working. I mean, you buy this route, it ain't for the stock. I mean, look at this. This is all for the route, so I'm hoping the route is good as well. All right, we do have a speed board, and we do have a red as well. Oh dear God. Well, set approved. What that was all about. That's fine. We're just looking at the route. It's for science. Well, damn, even the cab light ain't working now. Oh yeah, it is. Just not lighting at all. All right, that's pretty shameful. Interior of the tunnel looks good. We are stalling something fierce. Come on, let's get us out of this tunnel. Now, what's weird, if you guys have probably noticed, the media for this route shows the F7. But I'm starting to wonder if there are multiple liveries, because this one is just kind of black with the yellow trim. Whereas the media shot's kind of a... Well, yeah, it is a lot different. It's got a giant yellow stripe on the nose. It doesn't really mention anything about paints, though, for some reason. So this must be the Clinchfield famed 7,800 foot long Sandy Ridge Tunnel. Some of the grades are semi-heavy, 1.5. Guess the caboose is Clinchfield liveried as well, as it should be. But I think the number one takeaway, what someone will do with this route, is take these Colgons and skin them, grab them off some other asset, and hopefully the Krell Nut Freight sounds will apply to that. Because the one that we looked at doesn't look that bad. It's they just sounds are not there. It's kind of bland. Alright, so we're about to exit the tunnel. And that horn, I can't get over the choice of that horn. You know, maybe their F7 sounded like that, as ridiculous as that is, but That's odd. Alright, here's the other side of the tunnel. Crossings with absolutely zero posts. Now, I know a lot of backwater places in the south, especially back in the old days, might have looked like this, but there would at least be a crossboard. Well, here they are. They're just really far. Okay, so that's good. This crossing right here don't look too bad, though. Alright, nice. Some more crap, clutter, whatever you want to call it, laying around. Cinder blocks, corrugated steel, some more rails. Now, that don't look too bad. I don't know, is that reused or not? I honestly do not know, but that doesn't look bad at all. It'd be amazing if they could make the exterior of the train look that nice. Alright, so we're coming. Well, alright, well the car sounds aren't that bad. Now that we're at a pretty decent rate of speed, they just, they still seem a little too quiet. Another dead-end road. Another dead end. Oh, that right there. That jointed clackety-clack sound. Murder to the ears. Another thing I've noticed, which is nice, is there's no flange squeal. At least not in this F7. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. It's just typically too loud and unrealistic, and it just makes you want to break things. Now, while it's virtually non-existent here, and could do with a little sound, it's honestly better than that loud default squeal we often get. So another thing they did well is the main line, the running line, is nice and clear, whereas this line that goes through this elevator right over here is nice and dirty. It's got coal, all kinds of grimy shit on it. Got mileposts. Saw a bumper there at the end of that line, buffer, whatever you would like to call it. Alright, now the weeds and plants don't look so bad through here. There's not too many of the highly irradiated plants. They're still present, but I don't know. Could be the time of day. It's nice. It's kind of pretty, but I feel like if it had a little tweaking, it could be great. I don't know whether that be with the right time of day or right time of season for the route. Like, I bet autumn would look fantastic on this route. Of course, maybe the AP weather pack, whereas that makes pretty much any route better. Alright, so we have an interior mobbled caboose. That's nice, at least. I don't know what this is from, but it's alright. Not too shabby. No exterior. That kind of stinks. I like hanging out on the back of the caboose. As a matter of fact, let's stop and take a look at it real quick. Just this area in general. Alright, so that is just blanco. Does the one we got look like that? Pretty long train. Yeah, blanco. Oh, 600. Well, damn, I guess that's what they look like. They didn't have any kind of branding. All right. No clearance. Yeah, this stuff looks decent. It looks all right. You know, like rivet and nail heads rusting, and that truck. That truck looks really new to me. Is that, like I said, I don't know. I can't compare one to one, but is that from some other route or asset folder? Because that looks pretty fresh. All right, let's get on with it. Yeah, so I'm looking back at the store page. It says CRR livery caboose. So, there we go. It's a couple of GP7s. Well, sounds like a GP7. God. Some parts of the paint look good, some parts look bad. I just feel like they could do so much better. I know some guys on RWA will whip some stuff up that make this look like Dog Duke. Man, this does. It's old Kuju stock, but you know they could have taken care with the paint to make it not look like Kuju stock. What are these trucks from? That's bothering me now. They look brand new. They almost look a little too new for the 80s, if I'm honest. Especially around these parts. Nice little tunnel there. Looks like the mountains kind of spread out a little bit through here. The exit to the tunnel, it's not bad. No crazy gaps, anything like that. And I like the texturing on the rock and everything. It looks nice. Well, I did see something weird here. Yeah. You're not really gonna see that though, are you? Yeah, not too shabby. So we got mileposts, we got signal boards, we got dirty rail. Where are the whistle boards? Did they exist? Alright, so I stand corrected. A little bit of Googling, looked up some of the Clinchfield cabooses, and they look spot on for the most part. It would seem that a lot of them have CRR written across the side of them. Nothing really going on with these houses. No cars, you know, nothing around the house is pretty plain. This one's floating. Hi. I like these trees though. They look, they got that, was it cedar? Spruce maybe? Alright, so they do not have CRR across them. Why the hell not? Like, how hard would that be to add 3 letters? Apparently pretty hard. You know, unless they were going for a specific model in a very, very specific year. But in the info, it just says 80s. That's what we can do. We'll check out the dynamics. Well, it's pretty damn jerky, like a lot of default stock. Just about rip the train off of the tracks. The sound is not pleasant. They seem to work though, albeit slightly. So, there's no number board lights for whatever reason. I guess there aren't with the default F7, but, you know, the little things would help this out. The stock is just kind of sad. 2020. You could watch this video and look at this back in 2009 and think this might be on par in 2009. Kind of office park or something. Kind of plain. Floating corner. There we go, a bridge. Well, it ain't the worst. Except, why ever that's not shaded or colored or textured. More houses without really anything going on. Car park there. This one's got a garage built into the house, which already had 2 garages. That's an interesting design choice. Oh, and here we have another. Oh, that's nice. Some pretty little dandelions, whatever the hell they are. That's a nice road, whatever the hell's going on there. On the bridge. Pretty basic. I hear something running. Alright, well is that a brand new signal post? It looks new to me. What do they call that? Like a doll arm? This little bit on the right here? I'll take a picture of that. Reference. If that is in any other American route, I've not noticed it before. Definitely old school. We had one of these on the Tallahassee subdivision, right behind my house where I lived in North Florida many years ago. They've pretty much all but gotten rid of them too. Now this looks alright, okay? This little ravine here with like the tree lined, that's what this stuff would look like down here in the south in the mountains for the most part. Like this shit up here, where it's just bare, that's a negative Ghost Rider. It does not look like that. I mean, there need to be bushes, small trees, hell, anything. So this be the SD40. I would say it's a slight bit better than the GP7 paint. Like, it just doesn't look as muddy. It's a little bit more detailed, clearer, yet dirtier. Still sound like crap. And GP38 sitting back here. Yeah, same with the GP38. It doesn't look too bad either. I mean, these things are dirty. They'd have been dirty as hell, considering what they did. But some are just weird. Like, you know, look at this GP38 versus this SD40. Like, look how dark it is, and then look how light that is. Yeah, I know the SD40 is an older model, but just looks totally different. It's like we're going to be passing here, I hope. Yes, we are. Okay. Woo! Oh, and I didn't even notice grain cars. That's right. A couple of tankers. Same old steel cars. So we got a mixed consist. Got old school crossing boards here. That's good. In fact, I got one of those right on my wall behind me. They look all right. The newer sign. 2 tracks. It's kind of redundant, maybe. It's got it on this side as well. Yeah, this creek or whatever the hell this is down in here looks much better than farther up the map, because it's tree lined, you know, it's vegetation. That's how it looks. Got some crossings here as well. Crossing signs, sorry. Those look like crap. just being blunt, blatantly honest. Here we go with this creek or whatever the hell this is. Just looks weird. It's like a it's like a canal. Even canals are tree lined. I'm gonna speed up our train a little bit and get it down to us, towards us. I do like the way they've set up these elevators. Trucks and employee cars. And these look good. I don't know what they're from. I don't know if they're new, but they look all right. What else I've just noticed? There's no ambient sound. Absolutely zero. No birds chirping, water, machinery. Nothing. That's odd. Be a branch line here. Ooh, pretty good size mill. Oh, can't quite get that far. I'm getting to the edge of the free cam. We go a little bit more. It don't look bad, but the color's weird. So the Smurf blue. Pretty damn big facility as well. I don't know. Maybe Clinchfield had those kind of horns. I'm gonna have to do some research. But hold on a minute. But that's just a weird choice. I thought I saw another doll arm. No, did not. Okay. The bridge. Same with these weird kind of colorless edges. I don't know if it's supposed to represent like shade or shadow, but it looks like gas. All right, so we've got some newer well, hold on. So there's no warning up to the crossing sign. Let's see if they ring. They do. Okay. Like we got another meet. The different types of grass that they've added trackside. Ah, there was another doll arm on the left there. I don't know, maybe those aren't new. Just never noticed them before. Anyway, what I was getting at about the F7, like, the old E and F units in the game weren't horrible by default. Definitely not the worst, so I don't know, maybe Clinchfield did use a really weird-ass horn like that. Well, this is interesting. Kind of sunk in fast food joint with no signage on it, no nothing. This place looks like a ghost town. Even the gas station. Gas! Gas, gas. Gas, gas. Alright, got a random ass lump of coal sitting right there. Here's some traffic. Whatever highway this is. Now we have some ambient sound. There was literally zero ambient sound. Like, it ain't world ending, no, but you know, it's nice to have some things. But that's literally it. Just the cars. That's weird. Fremont. It's not a bad looking station. Not shabby at all. Alright, so like I said, I didn't want to run through the whole of this scenario, plus I've failed it miserably, as you've witnessed thus far. I want to do more of a broad stroke with what you're going to get with the route itself. So we're going to hop in to some of the other stock and do quick looks at some of the other places. So we'll go ahead and quit this out here. All right. So here we are. This is what you get. 3 SD40s, 2 GP7s, and 2 with the F7. Neither have deliveries though. It's weird as hell. All right, you know what? We'll try QD real quick. Yeah, it's definitely not North America. All right, whatever. Sometimes this quick drive screen here gets kind of jacked up, as you can see. All right, we'll just try and scroll through, see if we can find it. Click, 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 click. Come on. Wait, hold up, hold up, hold up. All right. I don't know. I don't even know if they're quick drivable or free roamage. Free roamage. All right, there's the GP38. Where's that damn F7 at? Did I pass it? DF7A. DF7, F9, FL9, FP7. All right. Anyway, so there's the GP38 there. There's the GP7. There's the SD40. All right, I kind of want to look at that Jeep, the GP38. But again, they don't. Why is this the only livery? Where's the? Okay, so it's just the stock photo. So these are the grays. All right, so we'll choose. We'll just do 2 grays. Let me get the map right here. Past it. Here we go. We'll start at Elkhorn. Whatever that is. Okay. CRR gray. Nah, we don't want to do that. I'm not going to do this. We're just going to load them up, see if we can grab something. We'll change the time of day too. We'll we'll do summer clear. We'll just have a quick look, and then we'll hop into like the SDs and do autumn, so on and so forth. All right, so we'll go ahead and get this loaded up. All right, so here are the GP38s, not GP38-2, but as far as I can tell, they just renamed it. It's pretty much the skinny, horn shit, bell shit. Paint looks all right. Yeah, it's just the regular old GP38. Windows open. Really no sound differentiation. This one's instrument lights work for some reason, while the F7 did not. Let's see where we're at here. So we are all the way at the tippy top. Take a quick look at the map. A lot of 2D trees, that's fine. Keep them frames from being gobbled up. And that's another thing I didn't mention earlier, is the frame rate. It's pretty clean. There was no heavy tile load, any stuttering, anything like that that I noticed. Pretty good size yard. That's nice. Some grass on the tracks. That does not look very attractive. Yeah, man, I'll tell you, if the searchlight sounds can somehow be added to these, I would be in hog heaven. It'd be a lot better than default. Alright, so we'll go ahead and quit that out. Let's see what else we can do here. Alright, let's look at the SD40. Like I said, I had a little go in it. I was not entirely thrilled with it. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. We'll just load it in, have a look. That picture there looks all right. I mean, they do doctor them. That's obviously autumn. I have no clue where that was at, but all right. What is the deal with that horn? Man, they made some weird decisions with this. Again, SD40, not SD42. In name only, it would seem. Yeesh. Yeesh, yeesh, yeesh. These sounds, man. Oh boy. That's our headlights. It would appear again there's no number board lights, nothing like that. I mean, the switches are here. They just yeesh, yeesh, yeesh. for shits and gigs, let's pop the manual open really quick. See if there's anything out of the ordinary. Anything special. No, it's pretty basic. Pretty basic. Alright. Dovetail Games would like to acknowledge and thank Kevin McGowan, Scenery Asset Creation, Stephen Potter, Root Builder, Stuart Galbraith, Root Builder, Dan Barnett, Root Builder, and the Dovetail Games beta testing team. Right. Well, first let's take a look at the map here. Where are we at now? We're up here again. We will further visit this route. Like I said, just the route in itself. Oh, look, there's a nice little white water here. Doesn't look fantastic, but you know, it's all right. This is all about the route. I mean, it's pretty well known the stock's going to be shit. A lot of these routes, these packages, DLCs come with shitty stock. That's just how it is. It's never anything new, essentially. So I can't wait to see what people do. Community creators with scenarios, skins, patches. Hopefully it's worthy enough that people will pick it up and do such, because the route itself seems okay. I kind of like the route. It's just the stock. So look at that. It looks like we derailed. But as is, this is not a review. I mean, would I recommend it right off the outset? Probably not. Probably not full priced anyway. It'd be worthy of a sale. It's something different. It's nice. It's a mountain pass, if you will, in the south, which has not been done before. But that's pretty much going to be the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Again, if you noticed anything, please do let me know, or if you have any questions or whatnot. But anyhow, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.